And that leads us to, I think, is probably one of the biggest, I think, right now, your Sonic the Hedgehog fan film.
Yeah.
Which recently got, it kind of surfaced back again.
Second wind.
Yeah, which is incredible. And I think it's probably laying around 4 million views right now.
I think on our channel, it's maybe 3,900,000. But then there was this other channel that released it, reposted a month after us, and that's laying at like 7 million.
Wow, okay.
So they got more than us, but they do put a credit at the bottom. Here's their YouTube channel. And I'm like, we're not making any money on it. So it's like, if people want to see it, that's fine. So it's like, I selfishly kind of combine the two numbers. I'm like, we're at almost 10 million.
That's
but technically
awesome.
It's
yeah,
like
yeah. I mean, it makes sense. And how was the process for that? And did you see any problems with Sega? Because sometimes there's talks of like they're pretty rough with their IPs and whatnot.
I'm not an expert in fan film law, but there's all these unwritten rules in terms of how to handle a fan film, how to market it, how to make it clear that you're not making any profit on it. So from the whole Mega Man and Ghostbusters process, I was like, okay, so I know how to handle any hurdle with this movie. I know how to deal with any potential issues. Even if we had a cease and desist, I had ways of kind of maneuvering where I'd be like, okay, I can rework this into something. I had backup plan and backup plan and backup plan, but I knew as long as I treaded this line correctly, that Sega would be okay with it, because they're always okay with certain fan works as long as you don't go out and say this is an official product, this is an official this. I thought the biggest hurdle would be once we announced that Jaleel White was attached to it. I thought Sega would be a little okay, they're making this a little too, a little too legit. They're getting the voice actor. Is this going to be an issue? But for both Mega Man and Sega, I had reps reach out to me for for both. And they were both super cool. And they're like, as long as you're not making money, we don't see any issues. And it was not necessarily them saying that you have our blessing, but if you don't do anything weird, I don't think any of us are going to come after you, which was great. So I had no issue with Sega, and even if I did, I had a way of handling the situation.
That's cool. So for the people who don't know, Jaleel White was the original voice actor for the animated Sonic the Hedgehog series.
Yes, for Sad AM and The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, which is really cool, and then that's awesome. I remember when I first watched that, I was like, "Whoa, this is pretty legit. This could be a real film." I was amazed, and I really wanted to know more about it. And now that we have you here, I wanted to know you left it at a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So. Do you think you would ever continue that, or do you think it should be left as is?
I want to continue it. I think there will be a day and a time where I'm going to do another, because I still get a lot of messages, especially due to recent developments with the official film. People are like, when are you going to do another? When's the follow-up?
Yeah.
And I know I can do it 10 times better. I can do it in a way where a lot of fans would be happy, because I've learned so much since then from that process, and also just looking back at that movie, I'm like, as a Sonic fan, I know how I should do this now. So deep within my heart, there's one more left. I don't know when, but I feel like there's one more Sonic related piece of media that I want to make, and it's lingering down there, and it could be tomorrow or it can be a year from now, but it's something that I have to get off my chest eventually.
Yeah. Cool. So stay tuned, guys.
Yeah.
It can happen. That's awesome.